Good morning everyone. Hi, I'm Louise or Lou. I unbox planning and journaling supply videos, and this is my unboxing of my November intention box from Cloth and Paper. Pretty early subscriber to them in that this is only my second or third box, but I've really enjoyed what I've had so far, and I'm looking forward, based on the previews, to see what's inside this box. So there are, as well as my subscription box, there are some additional items in here that I added onto the order to save on the packaging. I'm, if you can tell from my accent, based in the UK, so for anything that's coming from the US, etc., I'll try and make best use of the order to get everything that I want in one go, rather than pay for the postage double, which is always fun. Not. So there are a few items in there from my existing setup, and then there is the November subscription box. So let's get into it. So it comes in this white box, which looks to be the standard based on previous packaging. And then inside here there is like a bag with all the additional stuff in here. It's like a vellum material, and then a plastic package with the spiral bound planner that comes in the November box. So let's set the box aside. Go through what we've got. So first of all, I'm going to go through the additional items that I got. Sorry about the noise. So they are all at the back. So as I said, I used the chance of getting the subscription box to add a few extra items. Cloth and Paper are really good in that way, and they'll let you do that. Some of the other subscription boxes that I've got, you don't have that flexibility, or certainly you don't if you're in the UK or away from the US. So I got some time block stickers in the colour Saddle. I wanted something a bit more blush pink, so I went for these. I use these. Oh, there are different colours in here. I don't remember that. So there is a saddle, a nude colour, a linen colour, and a stone colour. So I use these for time blocking in my work calendar. Then I got one of the newer dashboards. This is a cardboard dashboard, I believe. Yeah, it's heavy cardstock, so a bit not as flimsy as paper or vellum, and it's continuous reinvention. It's a slight cream colour. Just thought it was something different. And then I got these, I think they're editorial vellum dividers. Again, I think they're pretty new in the shop, but just, again, something different, just to keep the plan looking fresh. So these three I will rotate into my work planner, as and when I see fit. So this is my wet planner currently. It's got a Jane's Agenda cover on it, and then lots of different dashboards and dividers for work tasks and activities. So I will at some point be using those items in here. Then on to the actual November subscription box. So this box was, I think, £50 in the UK, and then the postage with the protection was about another £8 or £9. So not too bad. And the good thing about cloth and paper is if you have a look at the previews and you're not feeling it, you can just skip a month. So I didn't go for last month's option. I skipped that, but then when I saw this one come out, it intrigued me, so I went ahead and kept the subscription for this month. So let's work through these items. So you get a journaling card. So this has got Curator, which is the theme of the box, along the bottom. And then on the back it will have a list of the items that are included in the box, which is useful. So I'm going to keep that to one side as a reference point for me. Don't know how well that's coming up on this camera. So there is a journaling card with the calendar for January, which I use in the front of my calendar, so that'd be useful. My planner, sorry. Then there are here's a journaling card set. This has got like a vellum feel on the top one. So it looks like you layer them together. So draft your year with purpose, like a curator. And then the cardstock for the one behind. The next item, I love these. Although I do find them, they make my planner bumpy, but the actual functionality of them is great. So this is a magnetic bookmark, and this is cloth and paper detailing on there, and you use this. Where's my planner gone? As a bookmark in your planner, so I have one currently here to show the calendar. But you can use it so you can quickly get to certain pages. As I said, it's a little bit bulky compared to other variations of the ones that they've done. So if you're trying to write further down on there, it can be a bit annoying, but the aesthetic is nice and the functionality is really good. Okay, the next item is some stickers. These are bar stickers with just text on them, but these are, again, really good for time blocking in your planner or just adding a bit of decoration to them. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. The next item looks to be the freebie set that comes with any orders, both the subscription box and just any normal orders. Let's and I've been used to one of my previous orders getting the red envelope. It looks like they've changed it up. And so what have we got? So they give you a bit of cardstock with the theme for the intention box for December. And then just some ways to tag any videos that you do on it, and then also code for the rest of the year. This theme for the December box, I think from looking at videos from this time last year, the December box normally contains some sort of storage item, so that possibly links in with the bit in the middle, and the theme of the word is closure. Be interesting. I think the sneak peeks for that start to come out later this week, so it'll be interesting to see if that's one I'm interested in keeping my subscription for. Okay, so this is the envelope that it comes in. I see a lot of people using these and keeping these in to store stickers and time block stickers in their planner, just so that they don't slip away. So that looks really nice. And then the freebie is letter stickers for the alphabet in like a concretey, creamy colour. It's nice. I do love all the packaging that cloth and paper, all their items come in. A lot of these vellum style envelopes, less plastic than possibly they might have been in previous years, which is always good. So the next item is a square page flag set. So there are 3 different options, one with text on, one with grid, and then just a plain black one, which will be useful for the pen test later, I believe. I'll leave that there. Okay. The next item is some label stickers. Really difficult to tell. So we've got to and from and cloth and paper on them, and they are just peelable stickers. Yeah, I think that's all. Okay, we're getting onto the bigger stuff now. So the two items in the subscription box that I think probably attracted attention: the spiral planner and then this graph notebook. Ooh, I'm meant to get it out of the bag. Come on. There we are. Oh no. Okay, wow, so this is a CP Petite sized, which is 4 by 6 inches graph notebook, and it's pretty blank on the front other than the cloth and paper detailing, and then on the inside it's got a folded over cover and then some text. And then the paper inside is black charcoal and then grid page. So this is something different. It's quite chunky as well. a lot of pages in here. Doesn't say how many, but I'd imagine quite useful. Obviously you're going to need a pen with black ink, isn't going to work on there. So they do, as part of the pen set, they do give you a white, I can't, the name of the brand here, Baoki, highlighter pen with pigment ink, and that when you write on it, let's just try it on the, needed a bit of effort to open it, just try on the black square page flag set before I mark up the new book. So there you go. And that will stand out really well on the paper that is inside this grid notebook. And as I said, it's something different, something unique, which is always good. Lid's a bit of a pain to get off though. There we go. Then the other pen that's inside is a Zebra 0.5mm pen. Just a bit of a pen test, which is my favourite size pen. Pretty thin, nice for my handwriting. That's nice. It's silver. And does it have? Yeah, other than the zebra, it's pretty blank, which is nice. Okay, and then the big item in the intention box is a spiral bound weekly horizontal A5 planner, which is 5 by 8.3 inches, and it is for 2026. See, I've had the same trouble getting out of the bag than I did with the smaller one. Looks like it. Sorry about the noise. Okay. So this is pretty junky, but it comes with a plastic dashboard with 26 embossed in it, and then shows what's inside it. So it's the 2026 yearly planner with weekly horizontal pages, and it's a Monday start, which is my preference, which is always good. And this is a cardstock in a very like maybe lilac colour. Then there is inside, there is a normal this belongs to page, a calendar for 2026, year at a glance, holidays and observances, a conversion table, and then you move into your monthly pages. So there's a notes page followed by a goals page for January, followed by your calendar on 2 pages, the space for to-do list on the right hand side, then more notes pages, and then moving into your weekly pages. So Monday to Friday on the left hand page, Saturday and Sunday at the top of the right hand page, and then space for a couple of to-do lists and a bit more of a notes element. Even if you don't want to use this for yourself, and I'm not a huge fan of spiral bound planners, prefer my disc bound and my book bound journals. You could also gift it as well, which is really nice. Then it moves on into February, and so on, all the way through the end of the year. Finishing with a contact list and another cardstock and plastic cover at the back. These white bits are just bits, they're not marks on the cover. Okay. What they've also done this year, which is really interesting, is that they've given you some options to either make it a bit more unique. So the problem with the spiral bound is that you don't have the flexibility that you might have in a note bound or a ring planner. So they've given you some add-ons which you can then use how you want to use. So there are dashboard overlays for each of the months. And these are plastic, and just put them against something a bit darker. No. So you can see in the top right they've got the month and then the number and then cloth and paper at the left. And you can just go into planner and find the start of January. And insert them as you would do discs. That gives you a bit of separation between each month. They are the exact same size of the paper though, so there's no, it's not like it's a divider so that you get tabs on the side. It just gives you a bit of separation for each month. So obviously you get 12 of these, one for each month. They give you some additional note paper, which is always useful to have. You can either add it to the end or split it up through the months. And then they do, I'm not going to open this, everyone's seen note paper, and then they do give you a dashboard. And this is one of the things that cloth and paper do really well with their dashboards, is all the layering options that they give you. It just makes for some unique and interesting things to look at when you're in your planner, which is always, I know it seems pretty trite, but if it's more interesting, you're going to use it more. It's as simple as that. So there's a dashboard option, and it has cardstock above it with holes in it, and then underneath it there is a plastic style dashboard with letters on it, and they correspond. And you can just put that in the front of your dashboard. Sorry, front of your planner. A bit more unique than just the plain, what originally was just the 2026 planner page. Also quite nice with the slightly different coloured paper that's behind it, the purple, the lilac, very light lilac coming through, so that's quite nice. Here's a call. Yeah, I think it's lilac, something in that colour. So that's it. So that is my first cloth and paper unboxing video, the November subscription box, with a few additional items added on. Really enjoyed it, looking forward to using some of these items, and really happy that there are some items in there that I think I will get a lot of use out of. And maybe there's some items that I will gift on to other people, but very functional. Thank you everyone for, if you made it to the end, for listening to me ramble on about this subscription box. If you do like this sort of content, then please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, all those good things. I'm trying to do more of these going forward, and there will be some discman stuff, and then there'll be some journaling, book-bound items as well. So it'll be a bit of variety on the channel going forward. Hope everyone has a good day. Thank you very much.